Breaking news for every senior and family relying on Social Security. The month of October is about to turn your usual payment routine upside down. If you're not paying attention, you could be left wondering why your check didn't show up when you expected it. But that's exactly why you're here and why this channel exists. I've built this space specifically for people like you, those who depend on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or pensions, so you never have to scramble for answers. I'll make sure you're always one step ahead of these changes. So, before we dive into October's surprising schedule twist, hit that subscribe button and join a community that's dedicated to protecting your benefits, because what happens here directly affects your daily life. October isn't just another month, it's a curveball. For years, benefits have been steady, like clockwork, but this time the calendar itself is messing with the system. When weekends and holidays bump into fixed payment dates, the Social Security Administration has to shuffle things around. And if you're not ready for it, that shuffle could leave you stressed, confused, or even panicked when your bank balance doesn't look the way you expected. That's why I'm here today, to break it down clearly so you'll know exactly what's happening, why it's happening, and how to stay calm and in control. Because let's face it, these aren't just numbers on a screen. They're the lifeline keeping a roof over your head, food on the table, and medicine in the cabinet. And October is one of those rare months where everything shifts in a way most people won't see coming. Think about it. What happens when money shows up earlier than usual? At first, it feels good, but then you realize it's not extra money at all. It's just your next month's payment arriving early. Which means when November rolls around, you won't see that familiar deposit. And that's exactly what's unfolding this October. SSI recipients will get two payments, one on October 1st and another on October 31st, but then nothing in November. Now, imagine logging into your account on November 1st expecting the deposit, and there's nothing there. For people living month to month, that shock can be devastating. That's why this knowledge matters. It keeps you from making a mistake with your budget and saves you from unnecessary panic. And it's not only SSI. Social Security retirement, disability, and survivor benefits also follow a rhythm based on birthdays. If yours falls between the 1st and 10th, your check hits the second Wednesday of the month. Between the 11th and 20th, the third Wednesday. Between the 21st and 31st, the fourth Wednesday. This October, that means payments will arrive on the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd. Meanwhile, people who've been receiving benefits since before May 1997, or those getting both SSI and Social Security, will see their money on October 3rd. The point is, the schedule shifts differently for different people, and knowing your exact situation can save you a lot of stress. And it's not only SSI. Social Security retirement, disability, and survivor benefits also follow a rhythm based on birthdays. If yours falls between the 1st and 10th, your check hits the second Wednesday of the month. Between the 11th and 20th, the third Wednesday. Between the 21st and 31st, the fourth Wednesday. This October, that means payments will arrive on the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd. Meanwhile, people who've been receiving benefits since before May 1997, or those getting both SSI and Social Security, will see their money on October 3rd. The point is, the schedule shifts differently for different people, and knowing your exact situation can save you a lot of stress. And let me pause here to remind you why this channel matters. If Social Security or SSI is part of your life, you need someone watching these dates for you, explaining what's really happening in plain language. That's what I do here, week after week. Not for me, for you. Because every payment shift, every policy update, every small change can make a huge difference in your stability. And wouldn't it feel safer knowing you'll never be blindsided again? That's why subscribing isn't just supporting the channel, it's giving yourself a safety net of information. Now let's circle back to October's twist. That second payment on October 31st is technically your November money, which means when November starts, it'll look like you were skipped, but you weren't. It came early. It's the kind of calendar trick that's tripped people up in the past, leading to panic calls to banks and the Social Security Administration. But you don't have to fall into that trap. Awareness is everything. Your rent, utilities, and bills won't move just because your payment did. So the smart move is to treat that October 31st deposit as untouchable until November begins. Pretend it doesn't exist. Because if you dip into it too soon, November will feel unbearably tight. And while this might seem like a one-time inconvenience, the truth is it happens regularly. Anytime the first of the month collides with a weekend or holiday, the system shifts payments. Banks don't process deposits on non-business days, and that's why the Social Security Administration adjusts. It's not corruption. It's not a mistake. It's just the rules of the financial system, which means this cycle will repeat again in the future, and when it does, you'll already know how to handle it. So think of October as both a warning and a practice run. It pushes you to budget differently, but it also trains you to be ready the next time. Most people forget and get caught off guard all over again. But not you. Not after hearing this. You'll remember. And you'll be ready. As we wrap up, ask yourself this. How much peace of mind would you feel if you never had to worry about your Social Security check again? If you always knew what to expect and why? That's what this channel is here for: clarity, security, and stability in a world where so much feels uncertain. October will be unusual. November will feel strange. But now you know the truth. 2 payments in October, none in November. And with that knowledge, you're already one step ahead.